Welcome to this video about copyright and licenses. This video about the legal case belongs to the second lesson of the third submodule of the course Developing Digital Skills. In the following, you will receive some ideas on how to teach the topic of legal limitations when using and sharing digital content to your students. Using and sharing digital content such as images, videos, or music has become incredibly easy in the digital age. However, it is essential to remember that not all the content is free to use, and there are legal implications to consider. Thus, the legal aspects of using and sharing digital content is something that has to be taught to your students. By understanding these concepts, they can become responsible digital citizens and respect the rights of content creators. The concept of copyright is that everybody is allowed to protect their intellectual property, for example their own works such as photos, song lyrics, music, etc., from unlawful use. Copyright is intended to prevent other people from using these works and passing them off as their own. Using or sharing copyrighted content without permission is a violation of the law and can result in penalties. These penalties can include high financial penalties, legal actions, or even imprisonment in extreme cases. It's crucial that your learners understand that just because something is available online, this does not mean that it's free to use without any permission. To make your learners aware of the consequences that might occur, you could do a practical activity in class. You could divide your learners into groups and provide them with different cases of copyright infringements. They should read through the case study and think critically about consequences of these violations, for example for the author, for the person using the content, for the whole industry, etc. They should write all their ideas on sticky notes and create a flipchart presentation with that. Afterwards, all groups present their ideas and you can reflect on each case and its consequences with the whole class. Instructions, worksheets and ideas for some cases for this activity can be found below the video. The document is called E-Skills Digital Content Creation Copyright Violations. Explain to your students that there are also some exceptions when it comes to using freely available digital content. For example, the Fair Use Regulation provides certain circumstances in which copyrighted material can be used without permission from the copyright holder. These include, for example, educational purposes, criticism, commentary, or news reporting. However, it is important to let your students know that these exceptions have limitations and their application may vary based on different jurisdictions. To ensure that your learners use digital content responsibly, you could provide them with a checklist for their future work. They always have to assume that content is protected by copyright unless stated otherwise. Your learners should seek permission from the copyright owner when using copyrighted materials. When in doubt, they should use content that is licensed under Creative Commons or another free-to-use license. They have to cite and attribute sources properly to give credit to the original creators. And your learners should educate others about the importance of respecting copyright laws and fair use, fair dealing exceptions. It is essential that your learners understand the legal aspects of using and sharing digital content. It protects the rights of the content creators and it helps to build a responsible and ethical digital society. If you want to know more about teaching topics like fair use or different Creative Commons regulations, watch the video 3.2.2 Licensing Schemes.